Fears of a possible recession in the US economy are rising after the latest US jobs report, considered the most important of the year, which failed to meet expectations. The US non-farm payroll data for the month of August 2024 showed that the economy added around 142,000 jobs, falling well short of industry forecasts of over 160,000. This marked the second consecutive month of lower than expected hiring in the US. The unemployment rate was down marginally to 4.2% from 4.3% in July, which was the highest level in 3 years. The US job market is indeed growing, but it is slowing under the pressure of high interest rates. And this could have a major impact on America's central bank, the US Federal Reserve's decision on interest rate cuts this month. After keeping its main interest rate at a 2-decade high to stifle inflation, the Fed has hinted it's about to begin cutting rates to keep the economy from sliding into a recession. The disappointing jobs data, along with recent reports of weakness in the manufacturing and other sectors in the US, has raised questions about how big a cut will the Fed make. While initial expectations were of a 25 basis point rate cut, analysts say the US Federal Reserve could deliver twice as much at its next meeting later this month. After the jobs report was released, Fed Governor Christopher Waller said that he was open-minded about how big a cut to make, but that officials need to act. Stock markets in the US took a tumble, and India's stock markets too have been weighed down by concerns of a potential recession in the US following the weaker than expected jobs data. A slowing job market and the SAM rule are stoking fears of a recession in the US. So what exactly is this SAM rule? It's an important gauge that's used to forecast whether the US is entering a recession or not, named after economist Claudia Sham. The SAM rule has been in use since the year 2019. It's a simple calculation that will help find out the likelihood of a recession in the world's largest economy. It's derived from two sets of data. One, the average unemployment rate for the preceding 3 months, and the second, the lowest 3-month average in the preceding 12 months. If the average unemployment rate for the latest 3 months is higher by 0.5% or more than the second data point, that is the lowest 3-month average in the preceding 12 months, the economy is said to be entering a recession. At the end of the month of July, the SAM rule showed that the US economy was awfully close to a recession. Now, why is this important for India? Well, if the US is in a severe and sustained recession, it will hurt India's exports, and that in turn will hurt India's economic growth. However, some economists are of the belief that not all indicators are pointing to a recession in the US. The economy is growing at an annualized rate of 3%. Previous recessions were preceded by a fall in corporate profits. However, this time around, corporate profits are continuing to grow in the US. Economic activity too is showing no signs of slowing down, with credit card spending remaining strong.